Hi and Assalamualaikum. Today we will be presenting our assignment for MAT402 chapter annuity. Hello, my name is Furqan Bin Hamdi and my student ID is 2025136987.
Hi, my name is Nistelrooy Kudues and Maraji, and my student ID is 2025168005.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Iqbal bin Yakup, and my student ID is 2025104513.
And my name is Arish Haziq bin Rozalix. My ID number for student card is 2025187233. For annuity in mathematical term, it is a payment or deposit that was made at the interval period of time. This payment can be occur by monthly, quarterly, annually, at which is in a consistent interval. For example, monthly rental payment, insurance policy, housing loan payment, and annual dividend. This annuity can be computed by a compound interest method. For the term that are commonly used in discussing about annuity is the payment interval, which are the time between the consecutive payment. For the interest period, it is the length of time at which the interest is calculated. For the term of annuity, it is from the start of the payment and the end until the end of the payment. For the annuity certain, it is a payment which are made in a fixed period of time. For the ordinary annuity certain, it is an which a payment are made at the end of each payment period. For the amount of annuity, it is the sum of all of the payment that was made at the end of the term of annuity. For the present value of annuity, it is a value of annuity payment that was at the beginning of the term of annuity.
So for future value of ordinary annuity, formula is given. So R, periodic payment, I, interest rate for interest period, N, terms of investment, number of period interest, S, amount of annuity at the end of investment. So they are also given interest calculation for formula. So this is the interest earned for ordinary annuity certain is given I equal to S minus NR. So this is the example one for future value of ordinary annuity. The example one is Arish deposit RM 670 ringgit at the end of every month into a saving account for 5.5 years. The account earned interest rate of 4% per annum compounded monthly. Find the find the future value of the annuity and the total interest earned over 5.5 years. Now, for present value of ordinary annuity. So the formula also given R equal to periodic payment, I interest rate per interest period, and term of investment, number of the end of interest period, and the last one a present value. And the interest earned also we give NR minus A. So here is example 2 for present value of ordinary annuity. The question is, Danny won an annuity that pays RM 400 every 6 months for 2 years. Find the present value and total interest earned from this annuity if money is worth 12% compounded semi-annually.
For this outstanding loan and outstanding areas. For the outstanding loan, it is to settle all loan or debt that we have earlier. And to calculate it, it is to see the deduction or rebate that we receive or the discount that we get. For the outstanding areas, it is to pay the amount of unpaid amount, and for the meaning of the areas, it is a due or interest that we get. For the example one, it is about the outstanding loan. Here we can see that Furqan borrowed 80,000 at the 12 compound monthly of 2,106.71 cent for 4 years. So he want to settle the entire loan immediately after he pay 1.5 years monthly payment. So here we can use the present value to calculate for the A here, and then after that we use the I is equal to NR minus A. For that is the present value. So we use that to get how much the rebate he get. Since he paid the full amount, he will get the rebate. Next is the example for the outstanding areas. Here we can use the future value uh, formula to calculate the outstanding areas. Here we can see the example of the question for where Furqan borrow 80,000 K at 12 compound monthly of 2,106.71 cent for 4 years. So he hasn't made payment for his 5 monthly payment. So how much does the outstanding areas he have on the 6 payment? So here we can use the future value to calculate the how much he must pay for the outstanding areas, and then thus we will calculate the interest that he need to pay for that outstanding areas. So we use the future value to future value formula to calculate it.
So now I will be explaining the example for the annuity question. So Iqbal bought a house for 450,000 ringgit with a 50% down payment. He took a loan to settle the balance at the bank that charged an interest rate of 4.5% compounded monthly. He has to pay for 25 years to settle the loan. So we have to find the monthly payment and then the interest charge on Iqbal. And what if Iqbal wants to settle the loan in full after 24 years paying? Find the outstanding principal balance. So now I will be explain on how to answer the question A. For this question, we'll be using the formula A equal to R multiple with 1 minus 1 plus I power of negative n divided with I. So first we have to find all the value first. So first find the value A. How to find the value A? We know that the house value is 450,000 ringgit and the down payment made by Iqbal is 15%. So to find the value A, we have to minus the down payment first. So the down payment 450,000 multiple with 15%, and then minus with the house value 450,000. We will get 382,500. Next, find the value I using the k divided with m. We will get the value of I, which is 3 over 800. And lastly, we have to find the value of n, which is m multiple with term, which is t. We will get the value of t 300. And now we can insert all the information and all the value into the formula. A 382,500 equal to R multiple with 1 minus 1 plus the value of I 303 over 800 power of negative 300, which is n, divided with the value of I 3 over 800. Now calculate the bracket value first. So 382,500 equal to R, and we will get 179.9103218. Next, we have to divide it, the bracket value uh, with the value of a. We can next we get r equal to 382,500 divided with 179.9103218, and we will get the value of r, which is rm 2126 and 6 cent. So now we can move to the next question. For this question, we'll be using the formula I equal to NR minus with A. So first, we have to find the value of N. So how to find the value of N? So we will be using the formula N equal to M multiple with the T, which is the term of the loan. M is 12, and then multiple with the 25 years. And then we will get 300. Insert the value into the formula. N, which is 300, multiple with R, 2,126 and 6 cent, and then minus value A, which is the present value, 382,000 and 500 ringgit Malaysia. We will get the amount of I 255,000 and 318 ringgit Malaysia. So this is the interest charge on Iqbal for the loan.
So today I'm going to present or to teach about the question C, which the question stated that what if Iqbal wants to settle in full amount after 24 years of paying? Find the outstanding principal balance. So we can use the formula of A equal to R in 1 minus 1 plus I minus N over I. So the term for this is 25 minus 4 equal to 1 years, which is equal to 12 months. So A 12 equal to 2126.06 in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.045 over 12 in bracket, and power of negative 1 power of negative 12 times 1, so closing the bracket, so over the whole thing is over 0.045 over 12. So the answer that we will get is RM24901.58.
So that's all from us. Thank you for listening.
Sabrina borrowed 60,000 Malaysian ringgits at 10% compounded monthly for 2 years. A. Find her monthly payment.
24 divided by 1/120. Now we calculate the part inside the bracket and the answer is 21.670,854,83. So we move R to the other side and it becomes R equals 60,000 divided by 21.670,854,83. The final answer is 2,768.70 ringgit. So the Sabrina's monthly payment is 2,768.70 ringgit.
B. If Sabrina had not paid her first 4 monthly payments, how much should she pay on her 5th payment to settle all outstanding arrears?
So we are going to use formula S equals R times open bracket 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 close bracket divided by I. S 5 equal to 2,768 and 70 cents. Open bracket 1 plus 1 over 120 close bracket power of 5 minus 1 divided by 1 over 120. And the answer is 14076.16.
Total payment for 5 months equals NR equals 2,768.70 equals RM138 for 3.5.
And then we are going to use formula I equal to S minus NR. I equal to 5 in bracket 2768.70 minus 13843.5. And then I equal to 14076.16 minus 13843.5. And the final answer is 232.66 ringgit.
See if she had wanted to settle the entire loan immediately after paying the 1 year's monthly payments, how much additional payment did she have to make?
We will use the annuity present value formula to calculate the amount that still needs to be paid if the loan is settled early, which the formula is A equals to R, left bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I bracket minus N per I, left right. So, using the values, we get A equals to 2,768.70 cents, left bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.015 bracket minus 2 per 1 per 120, right bracket equals to 31,492.60 cents. This 31,492.60 cents is the outstanding balance if the loan is settled after 1 year. Because she settled the loan early, she doesn't need to pay the full interest, so we calculate the rebate, which 33,224.40 cents minus 31,492.60 cents equals to 1,731.80 cents. This 1,731.80 cents is the amount she saved by paying early. To answer the question, how much additional payment does she need to make at the time of settlement? That is 31,492.60 cents, which is the remaining loan amount at the time of settlement. But in reality, she saved 1,731.80 cents in interest. So by settling early, she benefits financially. That's how you calculate the earliest loan settlement using the annuity formula and subtracting the rebate. So that's all from me. Thank you.
A few moments later.
Hi, my name is Nurul Farhana Binti Aizan. My student ID is 2025187043.
Hi, my name is Ervina Nathasa Elton and my student ID is 2025394461.
Hi, so my name is Aina Bolhan and my student ID is 2025369307.
Hi, my name is Nurul Farahana and my student ID is 2025307 and 9599.
So what is NVT? NVT is a series of periodic payments or deposits usually made in equal amount at equal intervals of time. So the payment can be made monthly, quarterly, annually, or at other sets of interval. For example, monthly rental payments, insurance policy, housing loan.
So advantages of annuity is tax deferred growth. The fund in annuity grow tax deferred until they are withdrawn. Second, guaranteed income stream is able to provide financial security for individuals who are concerned about outliving their saving. The last one is protection against longevity risk. Annuity helps to protect against the risk of running out money in old age.
So this is the concept of annuity. In 2021, Farah bought a car worth 50,000 ringgit. Every month she needs to pay the loan that she received from bank for 8 years. Thus, if she wants to know the monthly payment and the total interest charge. So that's how the application of annuity will be applied.
Hi, good morning. How can I help you?
Good morning, Miss. So today, currently I want to learn a car, so I want to borrow money from the bank.
Money from our bank. As you know, have you read our guideline regarding when you borrow the money? What will you pay? How will you pay the interest? How many times the interest will be compounded? I will explain about that. So the first one is before you borrow the money, I want to ask you, do you have a deposit?
No.
Oh, so you will have to pay the whole amount by installment, right? So we will charge you the interest for each payment will be made. It's either we will compound you quarterly, annually, or monthly. But in our bank, we will compound you monthly, which is when you pay per month, you will be pay together with the accumulated interest. Okay, so you will receive the full loan in a lump sum. So you will get that 50,000, and I will create an agreement later for you to pay on time, so that you won't pay late. And as I said before, I will charge you the interest together with the principal amount. So you will be compounded quarterly, which is in every 3 months you will have to pay. Okay.
So can you explain more about the installment?
Okay, sure, Miss. I will explain about the installment. So the installment is one of a number of parts into which an amount of money that is owed has been divided. So the payment will be made regularly until the total amount has been paid back. So in this case, you'll pay that 50,000 ringgit monthly. So you will have to pay 12 times a year until it is fully paid. So when you pay by installment, we'll be charge you the interest also. So the amount of each money you pay for each month, it will be accumulated together with the interest charge. So let's say when you pay 1,000 a month, you'll be charged, since our bank, we will charge the customer 3.5% per annum. So you will be the 3.5 percentage, which you have to pay per annum into 12 months. So you will have to pay 0.29% per month, including the principal you pay for every month. I think that is all I can explain regarding the installment.
So thank you, Miss, for the explanation.
Thank you so much for choosing our bank for you to loan the money.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So the question given is, Farah borrowed 50,000 from a bank that charged 3.5% compounded monthly. She is going to settle in 8 years installment payment. Calculate the monthly payment and the total interest charge throughout the loan years.
Hi, and now I'm going to show you guys how to solve the question that we just read. Things that we need to find is how much monthly payment that Farah has to make, and then the total amount of interest that she had to pay throughout the loan year. These are the information that we get from the question, which is A for 50,000, the interest rate K is 3.5%. We convert it to decimal is 0.035. And it was compounded monthly, which is 12. And the T is for the term is 8 years. And N. How to find N? What we have to do is M multiply by T, and we're going to get 96. For the I, the interest rate, divide by M, we're going to have 7 per 2,400. For the first step, the formula we're going to use is A equal to R, open bracket, 1 minus, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, the power of negative n, divide by R, close bracket. Using the formula, from the information that we get from the question, we could substitute it in the formula. So it will become A is 50,000 equal to R is the amount that we're going to find. Open bracket, 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 7 per 2,400 divide by I. Don't forget to close bracket and then power of negative n, which is 96, close bracket. Using your calculator, we're going to find this total. So from the total that we just calculated from here is 3.62566,269. After that, we're going to bring R to the left and 50,000 to the right. And we divide it with the total that we just calculated. So, the amount of monthly payment that Farah had to pay to the bank is, don't forget to put the RM, 597 ringgit 90 cents. So this is the first step, which is how much the monthly payment that Farah had to pay to the bank. Now for the second step, is to find the total amount of interest Farah had to pay throughout the loan year. And these are the formula that we're going to use, which is I equal to NR minus A. I, N, which is 96. R is the total that we just calculate. Minus A, which is 50,000. Use your calculator to find the amount of total interest. So the total amount of interest we're going to get from the calculation is RM 7,398 ringgit 40 cents. These are the total of interest that Farah had to pay throughout the loan year.
So that's all from us. Thank you.